This is Catherine. Welcome to my channel, Oracle Intuitions. This is your weekly reading for December 4th to the 11th. We're taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings, so they may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest that you take a look at your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs throughout the week as well. So for those of you that are seeking a personal reading, or perhaps if you're interested in purchasing one of the Organites that I do make, as many of you know, all of the Organites that you do see in my videos are made by me. And all of my links are below. So this is for my Instagram, my Facebook, and my website. You can contact me through any of those links. And don't forget our live show, 1 o'clock p.m. Saturday. So this is where we're going to be doing some mini readings. It is not full readings. I just want everybody to, be aware of that. They're not full readings. They are mini readings. And you can come and join on Saturdays for those. Now, I do want to apologize that I was not able to appear this Saturday. So what happened is I actually was opening a box and I had a little bit of an accident, if you can see the Band-Aid there, with an X-Acto knife. And it took a couple of stitches and yeah. So anyway, I had planned to appear and then that happened and I ended up having to go to the Medi Center for a few hours, and unfortunately I was just unable to do the videos or unable to do the live. But if you had joined on our last live show, we did talk about the Organite giveaway. So I am going to be giving away this Organite, and this is actually fairly much out of the mold. I just actually brought it out of the mold on Saturday. I was going to present it at that show, but this is going to be the Organite we're going to be giving away. So now the rules behind this, okay, are very simple, but there's going to be no exceptions. All right. So first of all, the first rule is you must be a subscriber to my YouTube channel. This is going to be absolutely crucial. And I need you to send me a screenshot. If your name, sometimes when you subscribe to YouTube, it does not show up as a subscriber. So I do need to have that possible screenshot. And you can send this to, again, either my, I would say actually my Facebook page. That's at Oracle Intuitions. And that's probably the best way. For those of you that don't have Facebook, you can send it to my Instagram at Oracle_Intuitions. Or if you really need to, you can send it to my Gmail, which is oracleintuitions1111.gmail.com. All right. So there's 3 different ways to send it. Just to show me that you have subscribed to my channel. The second is that you need to be subscribed to either my Facebook page. All right, you need to be a follower on Facebook, or you need to be a follower on Instagram. So it's not only just YouTube, but it needs to be on another social media platform, which is either Facebook or Instagram. Okay, so there needs to be 2 subscriptions. Also, this is how you get your name into the draw. So every time you share my YouTube channel, all right, and it's just very easy to do. You just press the share button and you can share that directly to one of your social media platforms. Every time you share the page, and it has to be a public share, not, private messaging or anything like that. Every time you share my page, every time you share my YouTube channel, your name will go into the draw. So it's it's very simple. All you have to do is send me the screenshot. So send me a screenshot of you subscribe to YouTube and to either Facebook or Instagram. And again, for every share that you put publicly and send me the screenshot for, your name goes into the draw. All right. So I'm going to also put the details down below into the description box for anybody, who's a little confused by how I just explained that. But then on Saturday, Brandon and I are going to do a live draw for this. You must also be watching Saturday. So if your name is drawn and you're not, in the chat, then we're going to have to move to another name. All right. So these are all the conditions. And all right, I hope that made sense. I hope you guys have an amazing week. We're going to get right into the readings now. Take care and many blessings. Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading for December 4th to December 11th. We're taking a look into the energy of the mind, body, and spirit, as well as relationships with a closing message from the universe. Please remember that these are general readings. They may not resonate with everyone, but I do suggest that you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs as well. Also, if you haven't watched the intro, please do, because it does talk about the Organite giveaway that we're going to be doing on Saturday, December 5th at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. And it is going to be this Organite that we are putting names in for a draw. However, you do need to do some specific things. So I am going to ask you to watch the intro, or you can watch the video that I did place in regards to the Organite giveaway. All right, so let's get going. And let's see what is coming through. All right. For the mind, we have perfect acceptance. All right. For the body, we have merges with the flow. And for spirit, we have transform the way you see. All right, interesting energy, because I do feel that there is some sort of transformation that does need to happen at this time. When we have that perfect acceptance, it feels as though your mind's energy is going into a place where you're starting to bring in that energy of acceptance towards something. It feels that for some of you, this may have to do with letting go of maybe a particular person, maybe a particular situation. It almost feels as though you're transforming the energy around it in order to bring something more positive through, okay? When we talk about transform the way you see, it's really talking about not looking at things in such a I want to say like a molecular level, like that 3D realm type of level. I feel that for many of you, what we need to do is to get into that transformation level where we're seeing things as they truly are, not as what we're perceiving at this immediate time. Okay. And it also talks about merging with the flow. It almost feels as though you're so focused on a particular situation or a particular issue that you're not seeing, that there is another way, or perhaps that there is another way to look at it. All right. Maybe it's a way of actions. Maybe it's a way of viewing a particular situation or issue. When it talks about merging with the flow, it's really talking about allowing things just to, sort themselves out, to go with that flow, to allow yourself to be in that place with energy that is going to be more positive to you as opposed to trying to stay stuck or push against something that is just not working at this time. It's really interesting because all of these cards are really talking about the same thing, okay? Perfect acceptance. It's allowing your mind to get into that place of acceptance. The way things are right now, just accept them. Okay. And I know that sounds a little bit harsh because, for some of you, you may be going through something that is, truly difficult. But at the same time, if we just sit there and we go, okay, this is happening. This is happening. What we're doing is we're actually removing the fear of panic from around us. We're removing the fear of all of the things of what could possibly happen. We're just accepting things as they are. So let's say it's a relationship that isn't particularly working out. You just go, okay, this isn't particularly the way that I want it to go at this time. Let me take a step back and look at it from a different perspective. Why is this happening? Allow yourself again to go with the flow. Maybe at this particular point, you or a partner aren't getting along, or maybe perhaps there's some sort of issue within a career, whatever it is. Again, it's taking that step back and allowing yourself to just let things go the way that they're supposed to go at this time, which doesn't mean to not help out the situation if you possibly can, if it's something within a different perspective of looking at it. Okay, if we're looking at things as they are, sometimes, or things as we're perceiving that they are, sometimes what we're doing is we're really putting a lot of assumptions into something. All right. We may see something, let's say on social media, or maybe we're hearing something, or maybe possibly, where our intuition is coming in and saying, this is this and this is that. But unless we actually know what is happening, we might be putting a lot of perceptions that aren't real at this moment. Okay, so again, Spirit is just saying, just take a step back, merge with the flow of this. Okay, things will change, things will get better. Things, once maybe you take a different look or a different perspective, it is going to help you transform the way you're seeing it, which is going to help you let go of something, or help you to release the fear or anxiety that is around a particular situation at this moment. So let's get some clarification and see what is coming through. If you did watch the intro, I did cut my finger, so it may be funny to watch me shuffle the cards a little bit, but I have faith that Spirit brings through what it needs to bring through, and I'm just going to leave it at that. It's just going to be maybe a little awkward for you guys to watch. All right. Okay. These are also a really strong cardstock, so it's harder to shuffle them. Okay. All right. Yeah, King of Swords. So it's interesting, right? Because we have that perfect acceptance. With that King of Swords, it's allowing yourself to remove your emotions. When the King of Swords comes through, he can be very distant within his emotions. So you might be reacting from an emotional stance as opposed to a more logical stance. And again, this is what I kept feeling, about looking at something in a different perspective. Sometimes when we're in the face of an issue or a face of a situation, or it's right in front of us, we're not seeing it from the perspective that is of what is truly happening. Or maybe perhaps there does need to be a change in order to better the situation in some way. So if we're getting into a place of like panic or strong emotion, we're not going to be able to perceive it as it truly is. All right. And that's what that King of Swords is coming through, asking you to do, is to remove the emotions. Just take a step back at this moment and allow yourself to just, again, go with the flow. The King of Swords, he does go with the flow. He doesn't get emotional about stuff. He takes a step back. He looks at it logically and he says, okay, this needs to happen. This needs to happen. Bada bing, bada boom, bada done. Right? Like that's it. He just kind of goes with the flow of what it is, rather than reacting and running around and, reacting in an emotional way. He doesn't have this. All right. He just looks at the situation and says, okay, this is how we're going to handle it this time. Sometimes he might just take a step back and look at it from an emotional stance. And that really does change the perception of something that is happening at this moment. So the Empress is coming in, which is interesting because this is talking also about nurturing yourself. Maybe perhaps nurturing yourself, nurturing others, maybe even nurturing the situation. But again, not from a stance of being overreactive. It's just perhaps putting love and nurturing energy towards a situation. If we're in a place, let's say, for instance, if we're in a place where things aren't looking, the most positive at this point towards whatever situation, however, whatever aspect this is happening within your life, when we just kind of send it love and take a step back, what we're doing is we're not only nurturing the situation, we're just giving it that room to breathe. We're giving it that room to grow, giving it that room to sprout and change and transform in some way. But we're also giving that loving energy to ourselves. All right? Because we're not getting into this place of reacting in an emotional way. Five of Wands coming through. Yeah, some sort of strife. So this could have to do with this, a situation with an individual, maybe perhaps a group of individuals. I feel like right now is not the time, to engage in that. If this is going on around you, or if somebody's trying to, tempt you to engage in some sort of strife or some sort of situation, again, take that step back. Sometimes people, and especially now, because tempers are really high, people are going through a lot of emotional things on a global basis. And I have found, that people's reactions to things are a little bit different than they may have been, months ago. And sometimes people try to engage us in things because they're looking for a reaction. Maybe it's a reaction within themselves, maybe it's a reaction within something, somebody else. Maybe perhaps they're creating a reaction in order to distract themselves from, some of the things that are going on globally. What you need to do is, again, maybe take a look, take that step back, take a different look at the situation and say, okay, you know what? I don't need to react with you at this point. I'm just going to take an unemotional stance. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to do what is good for me, which is nurturing myself at this point in time. And I'm not going to engage in this behavior that you're trying to draw me in, or maybe the situation is trying to draw in. Okay. So it's just basically, allowing that energy to flow into a better light. Okay. Three of coins. Interesting energy, because this is about collaboration. It feels like for some of you, what I'm getting here is you may need to find others to collaborate with. This even could be a collaboration between yourself and spirit, yourself and your higher self. Or you and your higher self is what I'm trying to say. Again, about the nurturing energy, going with the flow. When he has, if you see him, he's just diligently working and, creating what it is that he wants to create. And I feel like that's what Spirit is asking you to do. Merge within the flow. Okay. And I feel like this is exactly what, like focus your attention somewhere else is basically what it's asking you to do. And we have the Death card. Yeah. Transforming, re-emerging into something better. Again, a new perspective can sometimes change and transmute the situation. Not engaging within a situation can change and transmute that situation. If somebody's trying to create some sort of strife with us, and we just decide, well, I'm just not going to participate. I'm not going to focus on this. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to, spend my energy on it. It is what it is at this particular point. I'm just going to let it be. That's where things start to transmute. That's where things start to change. And again, changing to that better energy with that Queen of Coins coming through. This Queen of Pentacles. It's interesting because you guys both have the Empress plus the Queen of Coins. So these are very similar energies. However, that Queen of Coins, she's already in this place of the Queen of Coins. She doesn't get... she doesn't deal with drama. She doesn't deal with, she's just strong and confident within herself. All right. She is nurturing. She is loving. Again, I feel like the Empress is telling you to put love towards a situation of some sort. The Queen is standing within her own energy. Again, it is very loving. It is very nurturing energy, but she's strong and confident within herself. So she's not going to engage in something like this. This is below her. And I feel like that's what Spirit is asking you to do, is to take a look. Is this situation below you? Is something happening that is just not where you need to be putting your energy at this point? Get into that Queen of Coins. She is... she is the pinnacle of somebody who's calm, of somebody who has that energy where she doesn't need to engage. She doesn't need to involve herself. She knows that the situation is going to work itself out. She's going to get into the flow of the energy, of a different energy, a more positive and happy energy, because she's happy within herself. She's strong, she's confident, she's secure within her own realm. And we have that Four of Pentacles. So it's interesting because I do feel that for some of you, you may be hanging on to the situation in some manner. Okay. You may be hanging on to something that, again, isn't necessary for you. The Four of Pentacles, though, can also really talk about protecting your investment. So what I'm getting here is when you get into that Queen of Coins energy, okay, allow yourself to get into that Queen of Coins energy, there may need to be some protection around it. And that's basically just saying, even if this, whatever the situation this is that is trying to create some sort of strife with you, surround yourself, just hang on to your own energy, your own possessions, your own mental state. Okay. It may try to push, it may try to keep, re-engaging you. It might keep appearing in some manner, especially if there's an individual who's, in a really bad place within themselves. And what I'm getting with this Four of Pentacles is it's time to just, protect yourself. Hang on to your investments. Hang on to them tightly. Hang on to, what energy it is that you're going to create for yourself in this happy, more secure place. And just let everything be for right now. Again, take another look at the, perspective. All right. If if you look at somebody and they keep coming after you, or they keep, trying to get you to engage in this energy, when you take a step back, you can actually see them for what they are. And you can just go, okay, you know what? Maybe you just need some extra love. So I'm going to send that energy to you. I'm going to, I'm not going to engage with you because that's below me. That is below me. But I'm going to send that energy of love to you. And I'm just going to take a step back, and I'm going to protect my own heart, my own investments, my own emotions, my own energy, whatever it is. Yeah, Page of Cups. When that Page of Cups is coming through, so now again, it's about using your intuition. So take a look at whatever situation this is and use your intuition towards it. It's also talking about the beginning of new emotions. So once we allow ourselves to release whatever all of this is going on, or whatever this is trying to come through, when we allow that to release, we're now looking at things in a new perspective again, and we're putting that love energy towards it. Again, that Page of Cups, it can be a very, it can also be a very intuitive card. It can be a card of the beginning of a new emotion opening up. You might even be looking at somebody in a new light, okay? Maybe somebody that is trying to engage you in some sort of, again, strife or conflict. You might just look at them and go, why am I even dealing with you? Like, why are you even in my life at this point in time? I need to take that step back. Maybe my emotions are best spent somewhere else. My emotions might be best spent within myself, making myself stronger, making myself more confident, making myself more secure. And we have the Chariot coming through. So with that Chariot card, what this talks about is bringing that balance to something. Okay, moving forward towards your own particular goal, towards your own particular happiness. The interesting thing is with the Chariot is, if one horse stops and the other one keeps going, it's bringing that imbalance. So what we want to do is, as tempting as it may be to, engage in whatever this is, engage in some battle, or maybe the person's really pushing us to that point where we're ready to fly off the handle, or we're ready to really say our piece. That is sort of an imbalance. Okay, it doesn't mean not to stand up for yourself. It doesn't mean to not especially if it's really malicious or something like that, not to speak up for yourself. But there's a difference between speaking up for yourself and engaging in a battle. Okay, this is strife. Engaging and protecting yourself is that Queen of Pentacles energy. And Spirit is asking you to just continue to move ahead. Go towards what it is that you're dreaming of, your goals, your desires, your own energy. Use your intuition. And, maybe perhaps you may have to leave somebody in the dust right now. Right? We've got all this dust behind us because this Chariot is moving forward. He's moving forward. He's leaving things in the past. And that's what Spirit is asking of you at this time. All right? Just continue that nurturing energy around yourself. Recognize the fact that you're collaborating with Spirit to build something for you at this time. Allow yourself to go with the flow and take a different perspective. Take another look to change your perspective towards what it is that maybe possibly be appearing at this moment. So let's take a look into relationships. So we're going to be pulling 3 cards for relationships as well as 3 clarifiers, and see what is coming in. Remember that relationships do not need to be romantic. They can be friends, family, and co-workers. Just take them as they resonate with you at this time. All right. I feel like that one, and I feel like that. First card coming through, have fun. Stop. When was the last time you had fun? When was the last time you took a chance and did something silly? Something totally unlike you. Something just for the joy of it. It's long overdue for you to get out of your analytical mind. Right? And give yourself and your soul permission to have fun. So again, changing the perspective. When we're in a place of having fun, instead of allowing ourselves to engage in conflict or strife of some sort, we are changing not only our perspective on it, but we're changing the energy of it. Somebody's not going to keep engaging. They're going to give up after a while. They're going to take that step back, and maybe they might even see you having fun or having a good time or just enjoying life as it is, and it may help change that energy. It says, just ask. There are many here in the spirit world that can assist you at this time. We are made up of divine source, your loved ones, friends, guides, angels, and spirit helpers who are waiting to assist you. We are your spiritual team, and all you have to do is ask for our help and guidance. So if you are in a place where you do need that help, again, Spirit is trying to confirm with you that we are here. All you have to do is ask us for that help. Ask us to help you relieve the energy of whatever it is that you're focusing on at that time. Allow yourself to disengage from things that are bringing a conflict to your life at this moment. And it talks about a mother's love. A mother's love is reaching out to you at this time and holding you close. She knows how much you miss her and wants to remind you that this special bond of love never be broken. So for some of you that may resonate, with an actual mother, okay? Could even be a grandmother. What I feel as soon as I actually saw this card, for some of you, if the mother isn't resonating with you, what I am getting with that card is I do feel like this is Mother Mary. Okay, Saint Mary is what I'm getting. I feel like it almost feels like it's like praying to the mother of Jesus at this time to help you with the conflict. And again, take all of this as it resonates with you, okay? But this is what I'm getting here. It almost feels like somebody, and whether it's a mother, grandmother, aunt, somebody that was a mother figure, maybe perhaps might be looking down at you at this time and giving you that guidance that you need also, okay? Maybe for some of you, this might even be talking about reconciling with a mother, or maybe that mother is somebody that you need to have that energy with. Talk to them, okay? Open up to them. Allow them to be a guide of some sort, whether they're, past or alive. But again, take all of that as it resonates, okay? So let's get some clarification and see what is happening. This could be even mothering yourself. Remember, we also had the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles comes through. Very nurturing energy, okay? Very much that mothering energy. And I feel like for some of you, that could be, this card coming through could be very much talking about allow yourself to mother yourself at this point in time. Give yourself that love. Give yourself that nurturing energy that you need. Again, take that step back. I feel like this is the time to really focus in on you rather than focusing in on, the conflict that might be going around you, or maybe perhaps making a decision or whatever it is, okay? Whatever aspect that's landing within your life at this point, whether it's a person, place, thing. But, because this is relationships, I do feel that, strengthening that relationship within yourself is going to be beneficial at this moment. We also have here, wait, don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results. I do feel that for some of you, you're dealing with somebody or a particular individual, might be a group of individuals. Again, it might even be an energy within yourself that is trying to create some sort of conflict. So instead of engaging in the conflict, now is not the time. This is what Spirit is saying. It's not the time for action. Just take that step back, nurture yourself, focus in on your own energy, focus in on what it is that is going to nurture you. Look at this. Can't make this up, guys. Mother healing. As your feelings towards your mother heal, your desires manifest more rapidly and accurately. It's interesting. So not only do we have this, but we had, like I said, we had the Queen of Coins. We had the Empress coming through. All of this is talking about mom. For some of you, this might be a message from your mother, if they've passed on, or again, a grandmother. So again, take that as it resonates, because I do feel that Spirit is giving you that confirmation that they are around and they are sending you that healing love. But I do feel also for some of you, it may be healing a conflict within a mother figure, but this is really so much about also nurturing yourself, nurturing the situation, maybe not overreacting to the situation, sending the situation some sort of love. Again, that nurturing, healing energy. I mean, literally, we can't make this up, guys. Like these are all of those mother cards coming through, or those love, that unconditional love towards perhaps a person, maybe even perhaps a child in some way, that mothering, nourishing energy towards you, okay? And we have self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt. Yeah, just as I said, for some of you, it may even have to do with yourself. Let go of old guilt and remember that you're God's perfect child. So it's interesting because I did just mention, child, also, maybe perhaps nurturing yourself in some way. Maybe that conflict is within you in some manner. Again, it could be within somebody else, or somebody trying to bring some sort of conflict. Maybe you're regretting some decisions that you had made, or some sort of reactions that you had to something. And what I'm getting here is, now's not the time to sit there and engage in something, but it's also the time to nourish yourself. Give yourself that forgiveness that is needed in order to take a look at the situation in another perspective. Maybe you're placing a lot of guilt on yourself at this time, and Spirit is saying, look, at that guilt isn't yours. You don't need to hang on to it. You don't need to hold it in any way. Forgive yourself, okay? Nourish and heal the energy that is within you. So let's get a closing message from the universe and see what is coming through. It just feels like for some of you, you need some extra love, right? And whether that love is coming from Spirit, or whether it's coming from within yourself, now's the time to just, be gentle with you, all right? Give yourself that big extra hug. Give yourself, that nourishing energy, that nurturing that is, that you may be desiring at this moment. I feel like for some of you, there's a lot of healing going on. And I do feel like Spirit is trying to come through in the way of these messages specifically for you in regards to, again, it might even be mothering energy of some sort. All right. Yearning. It might have to do with the relationship. All right. Yearning for someone, undesired separation, unpining. For some of you, this might have to do with a relationship. It may have to do with maybe perhaps, there was some sort of strife within a relationship, and you're finding that you were really yearning for somebody. And again, Spirit is asking you, now's not the time to step into action. Now's the time to take that step back. Now's the time to look at things in a new perspective. This, even for some of you, could be talking about your person that is yearning for you, but it might not be the time for action from you at this point. It might be saying, let them come to you. Let them give you that loving energy and that healing and nurturing that you're desiring. Okay, maybe for some of you, you might be the ones that are always reaching out to people or trying to do the healing for them. And Spirit is saying, look at, you know what? No. Let us heal you. Let this person, come to you instead. All right? Now's not the time for action right now. Time to take care of you. Time and tide, oceanic spells and rituals. So I do feel that for some of you, what I'm getting here is this has to do more with prayers. There may be even some rituals, again, praying, maybe perhaps journaling, something that is going to help you through this time. All right. I don't feel that this time is going to be a long time. I just feel like the energy around it needs to change in some manner that is going to be more positive, that is going to be more enriching, and that is going to be more fulfilling, possibly for you and maybe perhaps a partner of some sort. Okay. And, if it has nothing to do with, relationships, take it as it resonates. It could be within a whole different aspect. But right now is just the time, to send your prayers to your angels, your guides, all of these people are there waiting, you know, for you. They want to help you. They want to guide you through this. And again, you know, do the nurturing that is needed for you in order to heal yourself, in order, you know, and to take that, in order to be in that place where you're allowing that flow to come through. Okay, that flow from the universe. I feel like things are going to get better in whatever the situation is, but now is not the time for action. Now is the time to really pamper you. Okay, nurture you at this moment. So I truly hope that that has helped. If this reading has resonated with you, please click like, please share my videos, and please subscribe to my channel. Don't forget, 1 o'clock Mountain Time, Saturday, December 5th, we're going to be doing the draw for this Organite. You must be watching the video, and again, you know, watch the intro so that it does explain all of the instructions on how to get your name in for the draw. Have an amazing week, many blessings, and take care.